So my project is Cow Food Connect, and it's an AI-powered food bank network. So the main issues that my project aims to solve is expiring food, lack of coordination between food banks, extra food and not enough food, and food waste.
Okay.
My solution is to connect food banks with one another, have AI predict what we need to do, what needs to be shipped, and what we need more of. It also can help us see what items are expiring soon and give the host notifications, as well as helping families find the food banks. So this is my app, and it has all of these food banks here. So if I sign in as a visitor, then I'm able to check in to get my food as well as see all the available items. There's also a map so I can find which food banks are closest to me and what foods they have and how many slots they have. And you can also check in from here. And then if you want to find a specific item, you can search it up here and it will show all the food banks that have this and how much of it they have. And then here you can check in to a food bank. So for example, if I do this, then it checks me into this. And then when I have arrived, I can click this button. Or if I can't go, I can cancel the queue. But if I do this, and then I can sign out and go to the host. And the host here shows me how many people have checked in, they're registered, how close items are to expiring, and it gives me the specific food bank where the person has checked in. And it also gives me statistics on how much we need and how much we have. Then this is a pie chart of what items are expiring and how close they are to expiring. This also conveys the same thing, but with exact numbers. And this is the quantity vs demand, like the ratio. And then these are the specific items that are expiring and how many days they have left and what food banks have the items. And from manage, I'm able to see who's checked in at what food bank. So after they've checked in and they've been served, I can click on serve and then they disappear. And we can also change the capacity based on how much food we have available. And we can also see who's signed up and use their information for when they next check in. Then we can make it an easier process. And then the AI helps us see the waste ratio, like how healthy our food is and how much of it is bad. And this is more expiration stuff. And you can also use AI to simulate what's going to expire or how much we need. And these are the graphs for it. So this was the map I was talking about that shows where the food banks are and how close they are to you and what they have. And this is the tracking of the inventory, like the finding the rice and what needs more and what food banks need more. And then the AI machine learning integration was the AI predicting the demand, as well as expiration and recommended distribution. And in order to make this, I use Streamlit, Python, Plotly for the data visualization for the front end, For the backend, I also use Streamlit, Python, JSON file storage. And for the data layer, I use synthetic data, CSV file storage. I use pandas to manipulate the data. And for the AI/machine learning, I use NumPy and predictive analytics. App serves as the complete user interface, and it is how the website is hosted. The backend architecture, Streamlit, is also used here, and it helps the logic, and the data is written to local JSON files. And for future improvements, I can make a mobile app for volunteers that can update them on inventory and food bank navigation for the customers. Real-time data, updating the real-time data so that the food bank is accurate. Advanced AI to help make demand forecasting more accurate based on the previous data that we have. Automation, making redistribution automated instead of having people having to manually say that the person has been served. And the program integration other um to get like government and other companies to help us.